Wait, what?
About the penalties.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I can't understand NASCAR's logic on anything anymore. Every time they make a penalty, they always contradict themselves to another penalty that's happened in the past. Remember back in the Charlotte event when Matt Kenseth and his crew decided to try and be the cowards they are and trying to jump Keselowski for no reason when Keselowski was walking away from this scenario? And I mentioned to a few people, and I think I mentioned this out loud in my rage out against NASCAR's penalties for that event, that Clint Bowyer's crew chief was fined for their brawl with Jeff Gordon's crew at Phoenix a couple years ago. Why wasn't Matt Kenseth's crew fined or crew chief fined or anything? And then they turn around and do exactly what I just said to Jeff Gordon's crew, kind of, and one person on Casey Kane's crew. Huh? And then, earlier, we had the Marcus Ambrose-Casey Mears altercation. Casey goes up, gets punched by Ambrose, and Casey gets fined $15,000 for it. By that logic, Jeff Gordon should have been fined at least $15,000 for going up to Keselowski. Or Harvick should have been fined $15,000 for instigating the entire thing, because that's what they said Mears did. And yet, no one gets fined there. And the more ridiculous part is the fact is, because no driver got fined, the Gordon, Harvick, and Keselowski fans are going to be tearing their claws at each other. Is it just me, or is what NASCAR really wants is a fight amongst the fans? Is that where this is going? Because I'm more perplexed about these penalties than angry. Does anything about this make any sense to you?
Mm-mm.
And here's the funny part. I caught the tail end of NASCAR Race Hub tonight. The crew members suspended for Jeff Gordon's team aren't even on the pit crew. One is an engine tuner, and another one I think they said was a truck driver. And the person suspended for Kane's crew was the rear tire changer. I think you hurt Kane more than Gordon. And NASCAR knows that Kane's one of my guys, so that's probably why they did it. I'm kind of surprised with the stupidity of NASCAR that Jamie Little wasn't fined for getting involved in the middle of this. Because if you saw the replays, you'll see that she somehow got stuck in the entire thing. And knowing NASCAR stupidity, they would have done something stupid like that. But you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the post I made on YouTube yet?
I did.
I think I made like 3 different posts today.
Oh, you made more than one. Okay, I only saw one.
Yeah, if you go to my feed, then you'll see 3 different posts from today.
I saw the first one. Now I gotta go find the other one. There's the second one.
All I gotta do is go to my feed page and then scroll down. Once you find... Yeah. I saw that stupid thing that Fox was talking about, too. Harvicking. More like Harvickernism.
I still prefer Harvicking. Ow.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm just really exhausted.
Yeah. You see the other post that I made?
Oh, 3 of them.
Yeah. I thought the first one was kind of cute. You want to do the exact opposite of what I say? Okay, let's do this. Screw you, NASCAR. And of course, I got nothing close to that.
And also because I didn't watch it last night on the network, we have a new U.S. champion.
And speaking of people screwing things up, let's talk WWE now.
Bruce Evans and United States champion.
Why?
Now, if you're going to rename it the Russian Federation champion.
I've heard a few people say that, and for the love of Pete, don't do that. Otherwise, that's going to accelerate WWE's own death faster.
Mm-hmm.
And the way NASCAR's going, they won't be far behind either. NASCAR's trying to start a war. We got the people who are anti-whiners, and we got people who are anti-Keselowski, and now they're going to have a war because of the stupidity of NASCAR. All you do is penalize and suspend a couple of crew members from Gordon's team who, for the most part, kind of have no relevance. Because one's an engine tuner who, for the most part, would usually stay out of track anyway. And the other one is the truck driver, and that's kind of whack. And then the only person who has an effect with the team on race day, for the most part, gets suspended is one of Casey Kane's guys. Right. And now it makes me question the lack of penalty against Kenseth's crew chief even more after that debacle at Charlotte. And then the fact that Casey Mears can get suspended for confronting Marcus Ambrose. And yet Jeff Gordon doesn't. And supposedly, according to NASCAR, Mears instigated the fight between he and Ambrose earlier in the year. So Harvick instigated the fight. He doesn't get penalized either. And for the record, at this point, I think Brad knows what's up. Because he knows that if he... Basically, it's like this. If he finger poke dooms Jeff Gordon, NASCAR is going to ban him for life. That's what this is coming down to. It's ridiculous.
It's funny because ESPN discussed this today.
I saw an article from them earlier today that they said, whose side are you on in this case? Most of the ESPN people said Keselowski's.
Well, no, the other question that they saw, will all those drivers gun for Keselowski at Phoenix?
They'd be stupid to try that, because now with no penalties, technically all of the drivers involved in this debacle are still in it. Because there's a little problem. Even though I don't really trust Joey Logano, he still technically is a teammate to Brad Keselowski. So if any of the Hendrick people try to go after Keselowski, which more than likely would be Johnson or Gordon, since they're the idiots of the team, then don't be surprised if Logano goes after them. If anyone should know about that, it's Hamlin and Harvick. Rusty, what are you doing? Why do you have to scratch your butt on the carpet? Come on, Rusty. I just don't know anymore. I don't really know if NASCAR knows what they're doing anymore in terms of these penalties. All they're trying to do is cause a fight. And believe it or not, I saw a couple of comments today on a couple different videos with the claims that WWE is closer and closer to being like NASCAR and vice versa. It's crazy when you think about it, but that's the case. I don't know why this is happening, but when what video did I do that for? Oh, the points system, when Brainless France chased again. I said that I thought that NASCAR was trying to beat the NFL instead of they're becoming the NFL. Now they're becoming a hybrid between WWE and the NFL. Why? Because now we're getting to the point. What video? I think I said this during my rant against the Gibbs team video. That I was talking about the comparisons between the Idiots of NASCAR and the Authority. Problem?
My fantasy hockey team today got 25 points. I'm up 25-9, and it's only day 2 of the week.
Wow.
I think that's day 2 of the week, and my team got 25 points. I like it. What about the other team? 4-0.
Yes.
They're losing 13 now. I can accept this. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The only problem with that is that the Red Wings lost tonight, so...
Yeah, I heard the last game on the way.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they had radio for hockey, but...
Right now in the CBS Sports NFL Power Rankings, the Lions are 6.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the Cardinals, Patriots, Broncos, Eagles, and Cowboys.
Okay.
With the quote, the defense carried them in the first half. Watch out if the offense gets healthy and comes alive. Except next week we're playing Miami, who's power ranked 13th. In terms of our team, I'm 6, the Steelers 12, the Jets are 31st, and the Raiders are last.
That's adorable.
You and your dad are the bottom of the...
Well, of course.
Alright, let's see who's playing who this week. I've got the Dolphins.
Lions should win that easy.
The Jets have the Chiefs.
They'll lose.
Oh wait, that was last week. I need this week. I get the Dolphins. The Jets get Pittsburgh.
Dad versus Mom, yay!
And you get Denver.
Oh, we should win that. Sick and tired of hearing about the battle for the Divas Championship in football. Personally, I wouldn't mind if all the divas of NASCAR and the NFL went to WWE. So Natalia can kick all their butts. Actually, had a funny conversation. I want your opinion on this. Have you noticed... what is the common nickname that old school race fans have for Jeff Gordon?
Oh, the Rainbow Warrior.
No, that's not the one I meant.
The Wonder Boy?
No, that's Earnhardt. Wonder Boy is here. One of the funniest things I've ever said. Crybaby.
I've never heard anyone call him a crybaby in his first few years.
It started after his first few years. Jeff Gordon has this habit of trying to bump and run people or wreck people and get away with it, but yet when it happens to him, he goes wah, wah, wah. No, Earnhardt didn't whine about it. He just roared for no reason. Elliot can attest for that.
Also, no luck. I lost fantasy football and it's 3-6.
Okay.
2 games back, 4 weeks ago. I'm probably not going to be in the playoffs. I'm going to need a miracle and a tight. I'm going to need a tight end. Time to make a move.
I'm sure you'll find someone.
So I'm going to drop you. I need a tight end for this week because both of mine are on a bye week. Okay, let's go to the ad drop.
Good plan.
Yeah, there's the ad drop.
But anyway, what I was referencing was every time something happens against Gordon, he has to whine about it. And yet people want to defend him for it. And that's one of the most perplexing things I've heard. And another thing that confuses me that I think about it is the fact that NASCAR fans a few years ago wanted drivers to express their emotions, race aggressively, be themselves, be manly racers. And then Keselowski does exactly what the fans say is, oh, you're a dirty driver, oh, you suck, oh, we want you out of NASCAR. Oh my god, Dale Earnhardt would be banned for life from NASCAR if that was the case right now. Give me a break. Keselowski is only eliminating the whiny pests of NASCAR. Hello? But anyway, the penalties make no sense. It's ridiculous. There's no reason to rage out against Kane's crew. It was Gordon who came over. Harvick instigated. They should have gotten some sort of penalty. And Brad didn't do anything because he knows that if he finger poke dooms Jeff Gordon, he would have been banned for life. Because that's NASCAR's logic. Ask Robbie Gordon. That's why he doesn't want to race in NASCAR anymore. He created his own series because of it. It's getting to the point where it's not NASCAR anymore, it's ASCAR, literally. And I don't mean eliminate the N, just spell it A-S-C-A-R. I mean antagonizing and stupidity in stock car auto racing. That's what I mean.
No, it's officially become NASCAM.
NASCAM?
NASCAM. Place the R with an M, and you have NASCAM.
That's a cute way to think of it.
But they're scamming fans of good racing.
Exactly. And unfortunately, if you don't want to be scammed by NASCAR, you have to become a troll fan. And that's sad, too.
You've had your share of them.
Yeah.
Also, this is completely unrelated, but the K&N cars next year are going to look good.
They are?
Yeah, they're essentially, starting next year, their body style is going to be almost like the Cup cars.
Intriguing.
But they showed off Ben Rhodes' car. It's a Chevy SS.
That sounds neat.
And of course, possibly getting the new look Camrys. And who did they use to show off this new car? Kyle Busch. So yeah, that happened. Oh, I'm so tired.
I know.
Long day.
Yeah, tell me about it. Been waiting all day to hear about... Frosty, what are you doing? Been waiting all day to hear about these penalties, see how much I have to roar for another BS penalty against Keselowski. So, not only did that not happen, I was gonna roar about that, but now the anti-Keselowski fans are gonna roar because he got no penalty. Everyone else in the world is gonna roar because there is no penalty for Gordon or Harvick, and everyone else is gonna roar even more that only a few pit crew members are gonna have a problem with this. Yes, Rusty.
No one's happy.
I told you that! No one was going to be happy because NASCAR wants to tick off the fans and cause a war between the fans. That's what they're after. Am I right, Rusty? NASCAR's just being stupid. They don't know how to penalize anyone. Anytime they make a penalty, it completely contradicts anything else they've ever done. It's ridiculous, pathetic, and stupid, and it's getting on everyone's last nerves. Congratulations, brainless French. You're one step closer to killing NASCAR. And that's my final answer.
Right now.
Huh?
I can probably see you with a thumbs up right now.
Hey. Don't be surprised in the next 1 to 2 years that either IndyCar, the NHRA, or off-road trucks will become the dominant motorsport in the world.
Mhm.
And that's my final answer.